Hello, hello. Welcome to Anthony Collier Music. Today we have an interesting lesson. um, Before we get into it, though, I just want to thank everybody for supporting me, tuning in, subscribing, commenting. Um, it means the world to me, and I'm excited that we are forming this community that I envisioned. So, yeah. All right, let's jump right into the lesson. You read the title. Um, I believe that it is possible to get through a gig, get through playing with just two chords, that you know in your right hand. But before we get into that, before we get into which chords, I just wanted to give us some background information. So on the screen, you see that we are talking about the scale degrees of a certain key, of a major key, if you will. We have the one is C, the 2 is D, the 3 is E, the 4 is F, the 5 is G, the 6 is A, the 7 is B. And over those specific bass notes or scale degrees, we play these triads. Specifically, a major triad, a minor triad, minor, and again, we're in the key of C. Major, major, minor, diminished. Same thing in any other key. Let's go to F. Um, Major 1, minor 2, minor 3, major 4, major 5, minor 6, diminished 7, back to the 1. All right? Normal, simple, easy. If you didn't know it, I'm glad that you got a little introduction on it, but yeah, that is the triad version of it. All right, so next is something similar. It's basically the same thing. All we are doing now is adding one more note to our chord. So we still have a major 1, a minor 2, a minor 3, a major 4. The 5 is, to be accurate, is dominant now. So that's another quality. Next you have a minor 6 and a minor 7. But each one of these chords now are 7th chords. So formal, standard music education, standard music theory. Um, Here's where we get a little wild. All right, please stick with me. All right, so the two chords that we are going to use. Finally got to the chords. The two chords that we're going to use are the 1 of our key and the 2 of our key. In any major key, the 1 of our key is always going to be major. The 2 of our key is always going to be minor. So in the key of C, that looks like C major, D minor. All right. So C. Next thing, who is this for? This entire exercise, this theory, it's for intermediate to advanced players looking for new restrictive practicing challenges. Beginners, this is a way for you to sound good immediately. I mean, just like I was just saying with the intermediate to advanced players, we end up learning all of these chords and structures and voicings and things like that. And all of those things are great, but are they truly needed all the time to sound good? I don't think so. And I'm trying to show you guys today that you just need 2 chords. This is the new chord scale degree. It's the 2 chord scale degree. Let me go to chordy because I don't want to lose anybody. So again, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are the same thing. If you're in the key of C, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. If you stick around with me, you'll see that I'm really quality based. I'm really degree and quality based when it comes to how I view the piano, and I hope I can convince you to do the same. So again, the scale degrees, the top row, the first row, are only referring to the scale degrees that we have in the major key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. over those specific notes, those scale degree notes, aka bass notes, we play the following qualities: major and minor. In this exercise, in this 2-chord system, we only have C major and D minor. So when I see the when I see the word minor, this is the only minor chord I'm gonna play. Okay. So yeah, let's go through it. C major over the 2, I'm gonna play my minor chord, D minor. Over the 3, I'm playing my major chord, or C major. Over the 4, I'm playing a D minor. Over the 5, I'm playing a major chord. Over the 6, I'm playing a major chord. Over the 7, I'm playing my minor chord, and back to the 1. Okay. All right, so let's do that a little bit quicker. Okay. And I know what you're gonna ask me. I know what you're gonna ask me. How how can I use this in the song? We're gonna get there. Okay, we're gonna get there. All right, but how about this? Let me show you that we can even do this, like this whole system. I don't know if I'll put this in there, but I made a little, what do they call it? An etude. Just using one chord, just using C major. Okay, let's see if let's see if I can work it out. Oops. But you get the point. So that's kind of where we're going, but with 2 chords. All right, so on the screen we have kind of what I've been saying already, but just on the screen. We have the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7. Nothing changes unless we have a scale that has less notes or more notes. Over the 1, and you see these arrows, this quality for right now is connected to this scale degree. If you're going to the 1, you're going to play a major chord. If you're going to the 4, you're going to play a minor chord in your right hand, left hand. All right, and this is the actual output of what we've been doing in terms of actual theory and chord naming. Let's see. Let me prove it to you. We already got the 1. We got the 2. Over the 3, we're playing a major chord, like you see in our right hand. In our left hand, we're playing this E. That's just creating E over C. I like to call it a 1 over 3. Slash chord. You get the point. Over the 3rd note in our scale, play a major chord. The 4, we're playing a D minor, kind of the same thing. Slash chord, we're playing the 2 over 4, or our only minor chord that we are allowed to have. Over the 5, we're playing a major chord, so another slash chord. And as you can see, we have 3 slash chords back to back. I like that. All right. Then over the 6, we have A. We're just playing our C chord, right? That happens to make it a minor 7. And then over our 7th degree, or 7th note in our scale, we are playing our minor chord, which is D minor, R2, which creates a B minor 7 flat 5, a minor 7 flat 5 chord. All right, next, I'm a person, you'll see soon. I'm a person who loves to have and give options, and it's up to you to know, and it's up to us to decipher which option is the best in a certain situation. So this is essentially the same chart, if you will. The only difference is us switching the quality of the 4 chord and the 5 chord. Before, the 4 chord was minor. Now the 4 chord is major. Before, the 5 chord was major. Now it is minor. And those subtle changes create different qualities. And that's what I love about music. So again, a 1, 2 slash chord. Here we go. Our difference, our new chord, our second option is to play our major chord, the only major chord that we have, over the 4. And it creates this major 7 sus2 chord. I like it. Over the 5, which is a great thing, we are creating a dominant chord. Now, yes, it's a dominant sus2, but the fact that we're able to create a dominant chord or have multiple qualities in this type of system that we're doing allows us a lot of flexibility. And let's keep on going. One more chart. This chart is connected to something that I plan on pushing out in the near future. It's called the Scale Degree Quality Bank. I might change the name, I don't know, but I wanted to show you. I'm convinced that there are 2 components to improvisation. There's making up, improvising a melody, and then there's making up, improvising the chords that you use to sustain the melody that you're creating, right? And it's all fine and dandy to make a melody, but if you don't have chords under it to take it somewhere, then it's a bit stagnant. So my point is that there are only certain chord qualities that you can play over the 1, over the 7, over the 5. Then that opens up your options, but also keeps you from making weird mistakes. So I probably butchered that, but we'll talk about it in the future, because this is, yeah, all right. And I called it a bank because you want to be able to withdraw, pull out whatever option you have in your bag at a certain moment. And if you don't have any money in the bank, if you don't have any chords in your bag, then you don't have anything to pull from. And sometimes that creates this scenario of you not having anywhere to go with your music, with your chords, whatever. All right, I've been babbling for too long. Lastly about this, the last thing I'll say about this is that it is subjective, but I put option 1 as the quote-unquote normal original way that we would have the order of chord qualities: major, minor, major, minor, major, major, minor, major. Okay, yeah. Option 2 is not necessarily saying, hey, you need to now switch your order of qualities from major, minor, major, minor, major, major, minor to minor, major, nothing, minor, major, minor, nothing. Like, no. Option 2, reaching down to grab something at whatever time you want to grab it. Okay. So if I need a minor chord over my 1, then I can pull from it, because I know over the 1 I have the option of playing a major, or I have the option of playing a minor and a major. Okay, simple as that. Over Yeah, over the two, I might need that option. I don't know. I don't know the context of what you might be playing in, but you might accidentally play this, or you might discover that you like that sound at a particular moment in your song. Um, the three stays the same, so less brain work for you to do. Over the four, I can play my minor chord, or I can play my major chord, depending on whatever context you want to do it in. All right, I got so many typos today. On the five, I have the option of playing my major chord, the only major chord I have, or my minor chord. And again, I kind of mentioned this before. This is literally the reason why I have this type of chart, because I won't always need a dominant chord over my five, but when I want it, I want to know what quality in my right hand will cause that quality to happen. Um, so yeah, if I want my dominant to get to the one, that's what I'm gonna do. If I want to kind of have my five be a little more softer, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do my major chord. Over the six, I have the option of my major or my minor. Over the seven, the only option is our minor chord. All right. All right. So application. um, I I might do one song. I don't know. This video is getting a little long, but I just wanted to show you. If you were at like a gospel gig, and if somebody was singing, if you were singing, or if you were playing I don't know, the piano by yourself, and the congregation was singing. I don't know, but I just want to show you that you can use just the two chords that we have. Um, this will also be a test of this chart. Um, Something that I plan on talking about in the future, but I think there are certain ways that we can make chord charts easier for musicians. I personally think this way is the easiest, but you know. So how great is our God? If you had a gospel gig, uh, we're over the one for 8 beats. We know we only got two chords. Over the one, we're playing the major chord, our one chord. Those are our rules, right? And in whatever key we're in the key of D flat. Whatever key that we're in, we're only going to use the one and the two of our chord, of our scale. The one, the two, okay? So let's listen to it. How great is our God? Sing with me, how great. So over this minor chord, I'm still using my one of the two chords that I have. I'm using my major chord. How great? 2, 3. It's our God. All will sing how great. Again, the major. How great. I'm going to use my two chord. Is our God. Now let me do it without the talking. All right. Um, I'm sorry, guys. I've been trying to I've been trying to think of two songs, three songs, one song for an example for this, and I just can't. I don't know if I'm tired or something. I don't know, but this was fun. Whatever song that you can come up with, I dare you, I challenge you to just try using two chords, the major chord and our minor chord. Let's finish this video. Number one, I say the same thing all the time. You want to practice every inversion. We have two chords, right? So you want to practice the inversion of both chords. The two chord, I'm in D flat, remember? And then mix and match them. Major, minor, major, minor, major, minor, major, minor. And then the cool thing about that, you'll realize, hey, in a major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, I technically know now 2 out of 7 chords, the 1 chord and the 2 chord, and I've figured out multiple places to put it and use it. So that's kind of what this concept is. Not only does it help beginners, not only does it help people practice in a restrictive way, but you will also, I forgot my point. I can't remember. Thirdly, you want to practice it everywhere. So you might be better than me. I've spent too much time theorizing. I haven't been playing songs that much. But if you can think of a song, then put it in the comments and tell people, hey, using these two chords works pretty well over this song. And again, let me know if this was a flop. Let me know if this was helpful, interesting. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a good day.